Okay. Yeah, no, not all of us live into places where we can actually grow our own stuff, but not even a pot. I mean, we don't have the land, but we do have pots, right? So you're gonna get your little pots, grow your own herb garden for yourself. Dandelion, high blood pressure, you use dandelion. The weeds, they're all over the place. Those little yellow flowers. Pull that out, drink it. Okay? And I'm gonna show you. I do that myself. This is what. All right. They're trying to block me from even telling you, but anyway, we get, but this is a dandelion. See me, I pull this on the street. Okay? So you're gonna pull this on the street and drink it for your high blood pressure. Okay, your high blood sugar. That's all dandelion there. We just wash it, pick up that, and we use that to drink. This is your rosemary. Good stuff in rosemary. This is easy to grow. You can just pick up, get a piece, pick up, cut it slant, put it into water, and you can make it sprout. As you can see here, I am sprouted this them call it snake plant, them call it something else in Jamaica, but I love them. They're good for cleaning the air in your home. I gotta show you, I just do it here, and a baby one come up and I cut it off, and I'm gonna show you the baby one, how it start growing. And that is just from one leaf. So the baby one, I put it in here and it's growing. That will clean out the air. Yeah. Everybody knows fern clean the ears as well. So you keep your ear clean. You understand? Keep your ear clean. I bring these out from outside because it's getting cold here, and I bring them from outside so them stay. And I find that last year they all dried up, so I don't want that. And just to keep your ear purified, the spider plant, this is actually I love orchids. So, and every plant give you oxygen and clean your air. So see, I put them there. These are actually in my bedroom anyway. You understand? The orchids, and this Jamaicans love this. And this is a creeper plant. We call it creeper in Jamaica. And here is a creeper plant, and you can cut. Here I cut on them and put them, the little ones where you find these little buds. See, this is really a root right here. Here's your root. That little knob, so you can cut from here to about here, and then plant it with a leaf, and that will grow from that in the soil. Just put it in the soil and water it, it will grow. Even if you see somebody beg them a little piece, those would keep your air clean. Now I took my flowers them from outside and bring them in, and they're gonna actually, these are some tropical plants that I bought. I bring them in to save them, but they help to keep the air nice and filtered clean. Now, as you can see in my kitchen, I have spinach and lettuce. You see that? This is actually some lettuce that I add outside, that I have them in hanging basket, and I bring them in from the cold. All right, and here is just a big pan I have, and this is actually what we call it beetroot, but you can eat the leaf of the beetroot can eat. So when I cut it off, and then I replant. And you see here, when I make it I make an omelette, I love to put it in there, a salad. Some of these I actually buy and plant, and the baby ones, and here's the baby ones, them growing. And these are inside my kitchen, by the way, by the window, so that they can still get the light. These are my sage that I use. It's coming down now because I had to bring it in from outside because it would have died. So I bring it in from outside, and I continue to grow it here. And as you can see, so try to do some stuff for yourself. You see, this is thyme, and I bring in and I put the thyme here, on here, even the scallion, the bottom of the scallion, which can, you see that's the growing part. You just put it into the soil here. This one is dying down, and I put some new ones, and see, they're coming up already. I didn't even see that because I haven't really looked over it, but they already start growing up. I just now see that because I didn't go in there, but they already start going back. So when I need some thyme, some scallion, I cut it from there, you know. But like I said, outside is a old garden in buckets I plant out there. You know, I love flowers, so I have flowers everywhere. I cover up my umbrellas and all that now. But as you look here, I have blueberry, blackberry, strawberry, everything. And I live in an apartment too. Okay. So there's, you know, I'm not saying hampering yourself down with a lot of stuff. But you can put any kind of pans or up on the balcony. In New York, I used to have those planter outside there. I used to have them in New York up on the fire escape. And I plant tomatoes there. Yeah. I plant tomatoes in there. As you see, I'm talking to you, all the spirit coming in. All I do is bind them up and kill them. Because, you know, they have to come in because that's what God put me to do. You understand? And God called everybody for something else. Like me, when the time comes, I say, why didn't anybody know? Everything is a time. He calls when when the time is right. And this is the time he wants me to get up. Because they're coming out for black people. The people who God created, that's who he's coming out for. And I just have to just take a look around and I see the only person they're fighting is the people with the sheep ear. Black people, colored skin. Because God give you melanin. He separate us by the color of our skin and by the ear. Okay, but the fallen angel bloodline verses what God created. They would tell you otherwise and teach you otherwise because they start taking it over. That's how the fallen angel do it. That way they can rampage over us. But listen to me. The man who enslave you cannot come and give you the word. Okay? Okay? God, they would not. Because the next time I come back, I'm going to try to remember that and bring it to you that you can read it yourself, not just me saying that. Jeremiah 50. Read all of Jeremiah 50. One of it is going to tell you they would not let my people go. Okay? And him say I'm going to give them back all the injustice, them slaving people and this and that. I'm going to make us... The white people read it and know it's them. They don't know the difference from what the Bible talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because we are the Gentiles. Okay? But I don't know if they are the Gentiles. So Gentiles to me, if you are the Gentiles, that means you can be saved. Okay? But the fallen angel bloodline cannot be saved because they are corrupted by the fallen angel blood. Now, anybody who is corrupted, black or white, some black people is corrupted by the fallen angel bloodline. You have that 6 finger and 6 toe business going there as well. Not everybody has that. But God is not. God gonna destroy you. Okay? Because you cannot operate within God within you anyway. That's why them so greedy. The more them have is the more they want. Them can never be satisfied. Because they're the bloodline of the fallen angel. That's what it is. It's good against evil. The Rothschild, the Windsor, the fake Jews are the bloodline of the fallen angel. The Illuminatis and the secret societies. Some black people join with them enemy because they don't know who they are. They listen to the white man and they try, no, that's a spirit on you. They control everybody by the spirit. Okay? That's why you got to stay pray up. They're controlling us by the spirit. That's all them get you to do some stupid stuff which you would never do on your own. You see? This is on the road I picked these. Yeah, you're down the line. You don't have to have high blood pressure, high blood sugar to drink it. What I'm telling you to drink it now, it's a protection for you. I do everything in advance because I don't really have any problem at all, but I do it nevertheless. Now, I am what? 53 years old. And you see, I don't age because black people really don't age. Right? And I'm saying, no, what's your age? And I said, and they said, no, I'm talking about age. And I said, the last time I looked, I was born 1967. So it is my age. And I said, thank God for being black, you know. I love being black. Black is beautiful. We're not telling you that, saying that to convince themselves. God make us black for a reason. He give us color for a reason. Okay? And there's nothing much more nicer than a black brother. So, of course, I would not marry to anybody who's not a black person. And I'm not preaching hate, but I'm just saying, if there's a chance that you having children that is not from God creation, because your blood is now contaminated with a fallen angel bloodline, then your children going to have a problem, okay? We have too much war already to fight that one, okay? And there's nothing you can do because they are going to be doomed. So, and of course, I love dark-skinned men, so, and I love what God created. I see them make black people talking bad about them people. I don't take it personal because I know it's a spirit doing that. The spirit is operating to make them bloodline look good. The black people wearing them pants down. Who'd wear their pants down like that? Nobody. They're doing that to embarrass God creation. You can't embarrass God though. Okay? They're saying they're doing it to embarrass us, but no. You cannot embarrass us by working spells on us. It's just like you cannot make yourself God people because you yourself put yourself in the book. Are saying the book is about you. Are saying this is about you. No, it's still not true. A lie cannot become truth, and truth cannot be a lie. So no matter what you say, if you put a spirit on people to make them not produce and make them not be able to rise, they're still not that. Whatever the enemies say we are not that. We are God creation. We are brilliant. We are beautiful. We are successful. Because you see, if we never was successful, they would not try to put spells on us to keep us down, to make us lose our work, to make us I actually witness this myself. I go to work and they actually raise hell to make me get fired. That's a fallen angel, right? And whoever turned himself into spirit to get it done. No, I'm on a fast at the time, but God said, don't work on a fast, so I don't pay no mind, I smile. So at that, I come back and I work and I open a company for myself, right? God create and God make sure I got the money that I need to keep the roof over my head, keep my family going. They try when I'm doing my driving them down there, trying to make me fail. I start cutting and clearing. And you can, whenever you go in front of people, Father, fill them with the spirit of doing just what you want them to do. Because that spirit operating against you. You cut and clear, bind it up. You go to court, you cut and clear, cover the courtroom in the blood because there's always spells working against you to imprison you. So you cut and clear, set all crooked roads straight that come against my freedom. Every day you got to pray that. Pull them down over your freedom. At least them come and imprison you. Because I told her they make me have an accident. And all I did was cut and clear. They want me to take a deal. And I said, no, I won't do it. They said, well, you're not going to get your driver's license. And I said, well, you know what? I'd rather not have it. And it's going to cost me all kind of immigration thing they tell me. So I said, no, I go to court. And they come with that foolishness. And they get my brother too to talk to me to get me to do it. And I said, no. I said, my brother, listen to me. I deal with God, okay? I trust him. Don't tell me what to do. I'll do what I have to do. Whatever consequence, I take that. Now, I go into that courtroom, I do my psalms, I cover it in the blood, and I pray, and I tell God just exactly how I wanted it done. I said, Father, fill him with the Spirit. Nobody can show up to court. No, and I just keep repeating that. Even when I go to court and them say nobody show up, until I'm done talking, I still keep binding them up and fill them with the Spirit of not showing up, and they don't show up. And the prosecutor will look at him and said, oh, because they have it all lined up against me, you know. And they said, they might even have another person lie and say they were part of the accident. They run into my car, by the way, and but entities send it up that way. And they say, hey, Dion, how comes every day you pray about not getting into an accident? I know you get into an accident. And I look at my daughter, she was all right. And I look at and I say, God said, you just can't kill me. But hey, you know, and they want me to run. Them start putting a spirit in me to run away from the scene of the accident. Never do that. Stand, no matter what it is, stand up to that. Go and pray. Go get God. So I didn't move. I stayed there, get I have my license and all that. When the police come, they write up the thing against me and all that. And I said, all right. And guess what? I come out there unscared. You understand? I tell people, don't make any deal with anybody, because God is your God. If God is for us, who can ever stop us? Who can ever come against us? Not principalities and powers of darkness. And here I am. I have my driver's license. I'm driving my daughter to school. Every day, by the way, every time I drive and I see it's only black people that get into accident. Every day them car mash up, them car wreck because the spirit is out there working against you. Cut and clear, set all crooked roads straight that come against me on the road. I bind up all accident and accident demon. I bind up all that come against my safety. I bind up all that coming against my green card. They're going against the green card, by the way. Every time I pray, even when I do that for the road, they mention it because they come in. All I do is bind up and kill them. But it's the word you so you got to say it. So I said, I bind up all who come against my green card, come against our citizenship, come up against us going back. We can't even go back to Jamaica because them half people killing us out in Jamaica. So your own Jamaicans, they put spirit in them to kill you. So I brought go down to Jamaica. Beautiful place because they want it for themselves. The white man never get killed. It's only the black people get killed everywhere. Now, oh, don't that raise you up to see that something is wrong? Only you alone getting killed? Only you are getting get shot down by the police? Only you alone injustice? And this and that. They must say, oh, because no, it's not because they work in the spirit against you. Remember, I tell you that. Don't claim you didn't know now. Because once I tell you, my job is over. I keep praying with you, even though sometimes I ask you guys, send it to your family member. It don't matter. The fact that you send it to them, we want to get out there to our people. Right now, we see them have a ship load into Jamaica. Somebody sent it to me. I'm going to talk about it here as well, that you can hear and you're aware of it. Giving medical help to people. Now, America, that the person said on the thing, listen to people. They want to kill us out. That's the agenda, is to destroy black people. Now, they're not giving you free healthcare in America. Why you think they're giving in the Caribbean? They're not doing that. But every one of the medicine, by the way, never help you. When you take their medicine, okay, because they take what God give and corrupt it. What the black people know, they go around the world, gather it up, and it only fix our symptoms, and it keep you for them to keep giving you the medicine. Then the medicine is going to end up killing you because they put something in there to make it destroy your organs, and you're going to die. When you start out all of these pills, you start out with one situation, right? You end up with 50 and you have a whole bungalow pill now to take. The pill is really destroying you. You got to learn you can do any kind of research. Now, in the morning, what am I doing to maintain my health? I go every single morning, right? And I take my apple cider vinegar. Here it is on my kitchen sink. Apple cider vinegar. You see that? I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of that here on top of my fridge. What do I have up there? I have what? Baking soda. So I'm going to use the baking soda, 2 teaspoons of that, 2 teaspoons in a glass of water. I mix it around and I drink that, okay? Now, my aloe vera. You open my fridge. What is in my fridge? Aloe vera, because I am taking care of my health. I'm not going to make the white man do it for me. So here is my aloe vera. I'm shaking it up because I blend that, just cut that up. I plant them myself and I buy them too. See, it in the bottle. I take a half glass of that and I drink. It's bitter. All right, I blend it up with the skin because the skin have all kind of nutrients in there. God tell me to take this and I do it every morning too to protect my health. Okay, you have diabetes and all that, you need to take it. Okay, so I don't come down with that diabetic and all that stuff. I'm eating what? Lentil bean for rice. Drinking the soup because it is good. The beans is what God gave us to eat. So you can make the coconut. I remember them start demonize the coconut, talking about the bad thing about Jamaican food is the coconut and it's full of cholesterol, and that's a lie. And now it's good for you because them take it over and they do something to it now because them start removing all the old cheese that was there and putting their own. But nevertheless, we pray over our food because them poison everything anyway now. Okay, all the food. I used to go in the store and see apples. Apples have wax on it. Why? Because they're killing you. The wax, when you eat the wax, it's going to go up and it's going to destroy your arteries. So that's why the wax is on that. You have to scrape off the wax. Okay, scrape the apples off the wax, off the apples before you eat it because all the nutrients is in the skin. Okay. So what am I doing? No, my brother went down to the store the other day. Okay, not the store. He went, they all over this place, right? We all over this place. They have cactus. Now we use the cactus, the berry, those little leaf berries. I have some right here. Where we have finished ripening them up. There is the cactus berry. We blend this up, okay, and we use we use this to mix with the cactus leaf itself, that big fat thing, that leaf, or blend it up with that. Okay, you can do this by itself. And the turmeric, the one look like ginger, we'll blend that up in there as well, and we drink that because you see, we do a protective thing where we actually protecting ourselves before there's a problem, right? So that's what this doing, protecting us from having diseases and all that. So you can buy it in the store, but what I noticed with the one from the store for birds is I start planting this myself as well. The ones in the store is not as red, and it's big and huge. This is the real deal, and my spirit can tell the difference. So it's not completely done ripe yet, so I put it in one of these little red bags, and it can get air, and I put it there. And here I am eating what? My Jamaican food. Because the rice, them talking about plastic rice. You can look it up on the internet, plastic rice. Japan and all that, them sending us plastic rice to kill you, right? So it's on the corn, them said this is organic. I'm gonna plant those myself. I plant everything in a pond to when we're trying to get a little bit of land ourselves and all that. And we have some my hubby and hubby have we're gonna look at it to see if we can plant some food and all that. In Jamaica, you get to do. Jamaica is a blessed place. We don't need to even come out of here. We need to, anywhere you are, you can survive. If you go to, I did that to come to here, thinking that America, that is going to be better, but is it? Anywhere you go, the spirit going to follow you there. You're going to have the same problem, okay? Now, here we have, this is called, they call it yuca here in Jamaica. Here we call this, we use this to make bame, okay? Jamaican use this to make bame, but it's pretty good. What I do with this is to make dumpling with it. So we buy the whole wheat flour, okay? I buy the white whole wheat flour, and then we use this, because I used to do that, grated the banana into the flour in Jamaica, make banana dumpling. I'm going all, and remember, I'm from Kingston, right? But I'm going all, it doesn't matter the country style with you, okay? Because I learned that from my mother, who was living in the country part, okay? So, and I'm blessed to have all that knowledge, okay? Now, stick with the provision food, okay? With where you know God create. You do that, it's the food is going to heal your body. I don't eat meat, all right? I cut the meat off. They poison the meat, by the way. They put all meat under radiation. You must know that. Look it up on the internet. They put all meat under radiation. That's why every time we go through the airport, they put radiation there. You have to go through them. Say, we used to laugh about the red light, the green light, the terrorists, which there's no terrorists really. It's just them creating that so they can take away our human rights. So why you're going to give up your rights, and we'll pull that down and not rebuild it. You give up the rights. Now look at where we're at today, because you give up your rights, okay? They're changing the laws. God told you that they would have changed the law and time. That's what they're doing now. Gun control, remember, the fallen angel teach man to make gun, and then them come with gun control. So now, because they need gun control to control the whole and thing, but they can't defend yourself. Now, what them do now, you give up your rights. I mean, they're putting on the law now that if you meet into an accident or you're an immigrant, that revoke your citizenship. That's an unjust law, because it's called an accident, because it's just an accident. But if you are a black person and you meet into an accident, that can make your green card, them take away your green card. That's an injustice. That's what them put on the books here in Georgia. I don't know if it's all the way all over in America, but one place follow the other. So, and they put all kinds of laws. And remember, it does not affect you if you are a citizen. Only if you're not a citizen, okay? So that's kind of the laws that they put in to deport people, okay? That's the fallen angel and the bloodline, the white supremacists and the Ku Klux Klan, because they hate black people, because they are not God people, okay? They feel like, but they listen to me. God vengeance is, Him God love, Him love good and evil to reign. That means you get to know what evil, because they remember. They enslave you, they mistreat you, so you learn not to treat anyone the way how them treat you. You know what love is? Love is the opposite of hate, Okay? So, black people naturally, you go and the white man do you all kind of evil and you forget it because we learn to do that because God is in us. But God is not into these people. These people turn themselves into spirit and they're working against us. That's how it's done. And some people say, boy, you hate that. I don't hate nobody because I don't have the energy like, but you have to listen to me. The truth is the truth. Okay? God told you themselves that you're up against principles and powers of darkness. And who is that? You just do some research. You pull it up and they will tell you the way they make their money. They all make a deal with the devil. Even though they are the bloodline, they still make a deal. And they turn themselves into spirit and they work against you. Not just the white people, the black people do it as well. Because the black people, right? I am not just saying something that don't happen. You can pull it up. When I listened to black people, it said they turn back now, but they were they were sorcerer magician. One sorcerer magician, this is a black man, him turn himself into spirit, and you know how much people him kill? That's what we're dealing with because the fallen angel of them work against you as well. So it's not just and all the races work against black people, and them black people work against themselves. I don't go and tell lies. Okay? The truth will set you free, and it's the truth I speak. And they will tell you that themselves. One white man said, black people is the spell they have against you. And when I look into it, I see now because I deal in the spiritual world myself by prayer and fast, and I can see them, I can hear them. When I read a word, the whole book come to life. I can tell you that. Some people know it's not freaky because I know. Okay, I'm not afraid. It's just spirits. Okay. And they told you, I am the evil man. And at first I didn't get it. But then when I realized they all turn themselves to the spirit and they tell you that themselves. Look up the Illuminati. And I listen to one guy. I'm going to start pulling up some videos where just other people videos what them do so you can be enlightened what they're dealing with. And you pull it up and it is talking about the people that they said when the one guy said them all deal with witchcraft, sorcery, and magic. Them all from 4 years old. If you look up at a guy named John Todd, I'm going to pull him up, and he tells you that. Him tells you, right, he was part of the Illuminati, and him say, listen to me, I now follow the Lord Jesus Christ, and this, that, and he might tell you what they've been doing. How the one world government set up and how them trying to take over the world and all that. And he said, from I am 4 years old, I'm a full-blown witch. Okay? I am a witch at 4 years old. And what do I find? Now, when the children turn into spirit, they teach their children to turn into spirit to work against you. Yeah. I command him to destroy themselves and bind him in the lake of hellfire for all eternity. Okay. At 4 years old. Now, at 4 years old, I as a child is learning to read. Okay. It's reading my little story books. Okay. Okay. But I've never, my parents never teach me any sorcerer magic. You understand me? And I'm glad I wasn't part of that situation. Okay? My parents sent me to church to learn about God and His righteousness. And I go to Sabbath school and I go to Sunday school. Okay? When I become an adult, right? I didn't really, I started with Jehovah's Witness for a minute there, but I didn't really join them because they weren't doing the right thing. First of all, them don't even believe in the Holy Spirit. You can't fight when the enemy come up against you. And who started the Jehovah's Witness? Illuminati. If you look up that, Ross M was Illuminati. Okay, most of these churches, even the one that I go to now, I don't take a hike because I just there to worship God. I don't be a part of them stuff. And I don't make them inculcate me. Okay, I go to a Sabbath school, Sabbath church, but here's the first place I hear about Ellen White. And Ellen White, but I already know why she's a white woman, and I already know where that coming from. They discriminated against you anyway, and they actually believe that this woman is a prophet. I don't believe that, but I still go to church. Okay, and you can be a prophet, but a prophet for who? You understand me? And they're teaching them that they are not the children of God and stuff like that. That they're not really, you do the dumb to read the Bible and not know that the Bible is written about you. Black people is who the Bible is about. It's happened in Africa. There's no white people who come from Africa. Okay, they only implant themselves down there now and come and plunder it and keep you down. How is it only black people cannot survive in this world? You have all kind of problem. All the black governments are corrupted, and them have that. They do that by spiritual means. Cause black people they don't know nothing, and some of them who do know something, them work for the devil to begin with. So the devil work against you, them work again. That's why in slavery, I was wondering why them couldn't free themselves and them all that spells and all that stuff when me hear them do. And it's because the one who working against him is the devil himself, and he's not going to work against himself. So God are the one who actually brought them out, that them could have been freed and them still not freed. Because God tell you that himself. Them does, because you have to learn to maintain your freedom, and you have to go into spiritual stuff. They teach you to, the first thing the Catholic Church do is take over the churches. And why them take over the churches? Because them teach you. And what do they teach you? To teach you to be submissive. Okay? To listen what the master say. Okay? We ain't no slave for them. Okay? We're not no slave for the fallen angel and the bloodline. That's what them do with us. If you go now all over the earth, you see them enslaving people. Them and some of our people who were slaves, them people come from slavery, are enslaving people like the basketball players. You're actually making a deal with the devil. Why are you doing that? Don't you know who you are? If you know who you are, you wouldn't do that, because what does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? You are the children of God. Of course, the enemies are come up against you. They want you more than anybody. You are the prize thing for them. Okay, even though them insult you. Why them insult you? Huh? Why them call you? They call you. They them do. They call you a nigger. Why they calling you? Because they're mad. Any of them call you is what they are, because it's always the opposite. Anything they're calling you is what they are. If them call anything the enemy call you, you know, I used to teach my daughter that, I still do. And you don't worry what's somebody who's calling your name are telling lies on you. It's because of that is who they are. They're very angry with you. Why? Because God love you. All right, that's why they're so angry. Now, listen to me. I have no time, because when I talk, you know, some people say, boy, you hate white people, you hate, no, I don't teach hate. And I don't teach none of my people to go with violence. No. You never go with violence. Who you fighting? You're fighting a flesh and blood. Did God say your fight is with flesh and blood? Your fight is not with flesh and blood. Your fight is with powers of darkness, with spirits. So I will never teach or tell anybody to fight physically. You never fight physically. Why you fighting? Somebody get your mother, you start fighting them. I don't care if them black or the white or the pink or the purple. You do not fight another person. What you do is you bind up, because there's a spirit operating in the person. You cover it in the blood, you bind it up. What I do, you do it beforehand. Every time I pray, say, Father, fill me with the Spirit.